evening to you, lads and lassies, and in honor of St. Patty's Day, we're going to be pruning the green. Welcome to Two Garden Hoes. I'm Robin, Dee's behind the camera, and today we're going to be telling you about how to prune trees and shrubs. It's a good time of the year to be pruning junipers and yews. Sometimes you'll be using hand pruners like these. They come with a little lock on them. Make sure you keep them that way, and then when you're ready, you just pop that lock off. Good to go. When you're out in the garden pruning, you need to take an overall look at the plant that you're working on. And while you're pruning, you need to step back every few minutes to see if you're maintaining the shape that you want to have when your finished product is done. People think that it's a good time to prune everything, but really in the spring, some plants should not be looked after by pruning. That would be lilac bushes, hibiscus, forsythia. These are things that have already set up buds for your current season this spring, and if you start pruning them now, you're going to lose all your flowers. So those need to be pruned immediately after they flower. That's the best time. This is the butterfly bush, also known as buddleia, and we're going to be trimming this bush today, but we're using the loppers. These are a much larger type of pruning tool. These also have telescoping handles, which means that I can adjust them for height or distance as I need it. So now I'm going to use them. In this case, with this particular bush, we trim it down to about between 18 and 24 inches, which promotes much healthier growth and many more flowers throughout the season, which is what you want. Sometimes if your plants are too leggy, all that nutrients go to the top and all the strength go to the top, and then you lose flower and you lose solidity of the plant. So it's important to prune properly. When you do prune, and you can see this is a much thicker branch, you want to prune at the joint of the plant where the branches come together. And you want to prune on a 45-degree angle, or as close to that as you could get. As you can see, we've completed pruning the butterfly bush. A lot of people leave this to grow on its own, get really large in the garden. It's pretty, but you lose a lot of the bloom potential when you do that. In this case, you're going to have a lot of flowers on a nice, large, thick bush, and you're going to have flowers for the entire season. That's really what you want in your garden. This is what they mean when they say go big or go home. This has been telescoped, like the loppers, all the way up to that branch up there, which is hanging over the roof of the house. This is something you can do if you feel comfortable enough and safe enough in your own yard, or with the help of a friend or family member. But with a tool like this, you can actually go around trimming everything in your yard. Oh, yeah. Another success story. There's our branch on the ground. There's our empty space on the roof. That's what you're looking for. In the garden with Two Garden Hoes, pruning trees and shrubs. Today we showed you 3 different ways to prune with 3 different tools, from small to large, right for the job. We also want to talk to you about, this is the time to be pruning and training your fruit trees, because a properly pruned and trained fruit tree will yield better fruit earlier in the season. And in honor of St. Patty's Day on the 17th of March, we'd like to wish all our friends a happy St. Patty's Day and ask you once again to join us in the garden.